probably remember the space shuttle I launched previously, so here is how to make your own. First, you need to cut open a cardboard box that can be fairly thin. This will later form the base for your shuttle. The next step is to trim off the tabs or any excess pieces of cardboard. Next, draw up the design of your shuttle and then cut it out from the cardboard. Take some care with this as you really don't want to mess it up. Next, you need to make the fuselage of the shuttle. What I did was I taped 2 used toilet rolls together. Try to keep this strong, as if it breaks, your shuttle breaks. Then you want to center it, and once you have figured out exactly where it'll be when it's centered, draw a line of glue down the center of the shuttle. Then stick the tube down on that glue and line it up as close to perfect as you can. By now, your shuttle should look something like this. The next step is to do the tail. I drew my design to look like this. Then you want to cut it out of balsa. Take care with this as the tail is incredibly fragile. Then you need to glue it on to the back of your shuttle. Run a line of glue down along the shorter edge of the tail and then connect it to the back portion. Then your shuttle should look like this. Next, you want to make the front of the nose cone. To do this, first I added a 1 centimeter tab to stick to the rest of the shuttle. Then I measured the length that it would have to cover and drew out an extra line up there. Once I'd done that, I then drew a line out from the 1 centimeter tab point and then made an isosceles triangle from there. Once I'd done that, I then drew out the full size of the tab and cut it out. Then you want to sticky tape it together. So sticky tape the tab onto the top of your fuselage, and once you have done that, line up the top and the bottom of each triangle till it looks something like this. Push down the sticky tape hard and then trim off the excess tape. Now you need to do the paper mache to build up the shape of the shuttle. The mixture I used was 1 part flour to 2 parts water. Then I dipped strips of paper in and built up the shape of the shuttle from there. The next step is the motor mount. To do this, I cut a circle of balsa wood and then sanded it down to the right size before then getting a small cardboard tube, cutting it and wrapping it around a used motor and gluing it onto the circle of balsa. I then added glue fillets and ran a line of glue around it and then stuck it onto the rocket. This will take a couple of tries. By now, your shuttle should look something like this. The next step is to add the launch lugs so that it will slide cleanly up the launch rod and not veer off at a strange angle, hopefully. Then, once you have done that, put a line of glue along each launch lug and then center them. You want them to line up so that a rocket will have the least friction possible when it launches. It may take a bit of effort to line these up. A good trick is to look through one and see if you can see straight through the other. If not, then move them slightly until you can. The next step is painting. Due to complete failure of imagination, I decided to paint mine to look like the original NASA space shuttle, but you can paint yours to look however you want. Mine looked something like this because I added a sticker to the right wing. You can add as many stickers as you want. I expect all of you will want to see a launch, and that will come next video.